Okay, we're just gonna wait for this to fill up. Let me just move this. Hopefully you guys can see me. Looks like it's clear. Yay! Okay, guys, I'm so excited. It is 8/8. It is 8/8. Hey, girl, hey. How's the sound, guys? Can you guys hear me okay? Hi, Alexis. Hi, Strong. I hope you guys are doing amazing on this 8/8. Oh, my divine eye, you're good. You're good. You guys, like, we all make, thank you, my divine eye, thank you. We all make mistakes, okay? We all, what's the word? It's how we bounce back from those mistakes. And you guys, we're all intuitive, right? With that being said, us being intuitive, we can sense out when somebody has good intentions or bad intentions, right? Sorry, let me move this so I can see the chat. But yeah, thank you for not blocking me, my ignorance. We love you, we don't deserve you. You guys, you would be surprised at the people that I get rid of in my life. You wouldn't be surprised, but like, you can tell who's parasitic in your life and who is not parasitic, who might be having a bad day and who has that as a negative pattern, who just acts like that naturally. Does that make sense, you guys? So basically, this is just going to be like an 8/8 hangout. We're going to pull cards. I got all of my decks that I specifically wanted to use for this reading. Just like trying to get the words out. So let me light some sage. Let me get my black tourmaline. And yeah, so basically what I'm going to be talking about is what you're apologizing for is people that don't have good intentions. Us being empaths and not being able to separate ourselves because we feel so sympathetic towards the other person. Us learning how to decipher and separate ourselves from that, being a separate entity of that. Thank you. I haven't been wearing like bottom mascara or whatever because I've been in a hurry everywhere I've gone. I think it's been like 2 months since I put on bottom mascara. So here we are. But we're going to talk about being empaths, being light workers. We're going to talk about being sympathetic to others and where to create healthy boundaries. We're going to talk about creating those healthy boundaries, no meaning no, people that are trying to sabotage us, understanding what is parasitic and what is not, understanding what is a mistake and what is a pattern, okay? So we're going to talk about that today as we pull cards. I know a lot of us are light workers, a lot of us read tarot or do private readings or have a YouTube channel. And so a lot of it's going to be about, thank you, Tracy. A lot of it is going to be about parasitic behavior, energy vampires, okay? This is going to be a tea party giving us advice about energy vampires and spiritual warfare, okay? I should have titled it that, but I was trying to rush, so I will change the title after, or we'll add that caption, okay? So it'll be energy vampires. Let me write it down. And spiritual warfare. Okay, so if you guys are really empathic or highly sensitive, baddies, my spiritual baddies, you might feel sorry for everyone and anything and everything because you have a deep understanding of what is wrong with them, okay? When they're acting crazy. You know what I mean? Say you have a friend, okay? Let's call her Becky. You're Susie, that's Becky. Susie and Becky have been friends for like a year. Susie, you're like getting all of these messages from Becky. Hi, Kitty. Susie, you're getting all of these messages. Your phone's getting blown up by Becky. Becky is blowing up your phone. She's having the 50th meltdown of the day, and she has at least 3 to 5 meltdowns a week. And every time you go to open her messages, she drains your energy because she sends you songs, she sends you lyrics, she sends you links, she sends you pictures, she sends you screenshots, she sends you message after message after message. She doesn't even care that you're not replying. She expects you to go through all of that. So I feel like we all have friends like that. You know what I mean? We all have a friend that drains our energy, that when we go to look at their messages, we're just like, what is it going to be? Because 9 times out of 10, it's something negative. So we are learning as highly sensitive and intuitive people to separate ourselves. We literally need to put ourselves in a container, a bubble, and understand that what they're going through and their ish is their side of the street, their own Tupperware. You are in your own Tupperware, Susie, and Becky needs to stay in her own Tupperware, okay? So, yeah, that's basically what we're going to be talking about, you guys. So, we're going to be talking about being a spiritual baddie, what it means to be a spiritual warrior, what it means when you're being spiritually attacked. What is my interpretation of that? How can you combat that? How can you, as a highly sensitive person, keep yourself separate from everything that is draining you, the energy vampires in your family, at work, in the friendships you haven't cut off yet? So I think it's really important to create healthy boundaries. And I feel like empaths are really hard, or they find a difficult time doing that. Becky's blowing up your phone. It's the 5th time she's broken up with Bobby this week, but she needs you to answer the phone. How many of you have a friend like that? And you can give them all the advice in the world. They're not going to listen. So you know you're wasting your time. And it could be not just a breakup. It could be any factor or matter of things. You know what I mean? Narcissists, energy vampires, sociopaths, psychopaths. So let's start this reading with some Palo Santo, okay? And we're going to get right into it. I'm going to light the Palo Santo. I'm going to hit the bowl, okay? Hi, Lou. I'm going to light the bowl, and I'm going to break it down for you guys, and we are going to pull cards on what you can be expecting for 8/8, what messages you might need to hear for this week, okay? So I'm going to use tarot and oracle, and yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the energy vampires. We're going to talk about spiritual warfare. Let me sage you guys. You guys already know the deal. So we're going to talk about energy vampires, narcissists, people doing black magic, creating healthy boundaries, what that means, and separating yourself from the bullshit, okay? I was asking my spirit guides what they needed me to talk about today, and I wasn't even going to go live today. I literally have a timer set because I'm not even going to be on here long, going on and on and on. I'm going to get right to the point. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys all for being here. We have 2,000 new soul family, okay? We have 2,000 new soul family. So I want to welcome everyone to this live stream. This is the Spiritual Baddie Tea Party, and that is on period. We are going to be talking about energy vampires and spiritual warfare, okay? So we are divine, We are humble. We are cosmic. We are intuitive. We stand in our truth and we grow daily. And every day that we create a better life, every day that we create legacy wealth, the devil comes to play. And we what? We only with the light, and that is on period. Okay, I'm going to bless this reading because we're going to be talking about the devil and we're going to be talking about that, our shadow aspects. And as I bring that up, you guys, if I feel a certain type of vibe, wherever it is coming from, or in reference to the reading, I'm going to pray, okay? Because that ish is not welcome here, nor do I vibrate at that frequency, okay? Heavenly Father, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, any day I'm given your guidance is a blessing, and any day I can share my light and love, I thank thee. Anything that is not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. The collective and I thank thee for any and all wisdom bestowed upon us this day. Amen. Okay? So, where should we even start? Okay? A lot of you guys are highly sensitive, right? So you guys can feel the vibe in a room. You guys can get drained easily by the vibe in the room. How do you create, depending on what you do for work, what you do spiritually, how do you create healthy boundaries without getting upset, without knocking somebody out, okay, or without being a dick, okay? So there are a lot of ways to do that. When you're meeting somebody, kind of set what your boundaries are. If this is a new person, hi, I'm so-and-so, you're meeting them, you guys decide that you're going to be friends, you're like maybe a weekend, you guys have been texting back and forth, hanging out, going to get coffee, going to get drinks, doing whatever. And you're noticing like some different like bells and whistles going off in your head. Or you're maybe just talking, you guys are both just talking about your past and things that you don't, you're trying to move on from. When you feel called to, set your boundary, okay? If you feel like somebody is crossing it, set your boundary because you are a separate entity from them. And what we need to realize as empaths is we don't rock at everyone's frequency, especially shit we're not trying to fuck with. Okay? Hi, Violet. So, oh, thank you, Eternally Born. So I'm trying to say this, you guys, so it makes sense. I have so many downloads that I'm just trying to keep it 100 with you guys. If you guys are in the middle of trying to find your own way with letting people go and cutting people off, okay, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Put Instagram conversations on mute. Put different conversations and group chats on mute, okay? Because if you are really standing in your truth and your authenticity and you're always doing the inner work and you're always healing, you guess what? You don't have time for the fuck shit. You just don't. So you'll get to those messages when you see fit. Okay? Because you are separate. Remember, Susie is in her own Tupperware and Becky needs to stay in hers. Okay? But Becky is Becky's out of her Tupperware, okay? And she's trying to lift the lid on yours always when Becky doesn't belong there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So what is good to do if somebody is triggering you, okay? Energy vampires will trigger you. Do you want to know why? Because you as empaths we as empaths attract narcissists. Because it's what? It's the opposite side of the spectrum, okay? So when you're figuring out how to disengage, okay, this bomb, this grenade, this situation of a narcissist in your life, put it on mute. Put it on Do Not Disturb. If you can get away with it, block it. If you don't have to see them at work or family functions or whatever it is. mute or do not disturb these conversations, mute or put on do not disturb these conversations that you want to figure out how you want to handle. Because you can either disengage this bomb and let them down gently, or you can realize that you don't really owe them that at all if you have already made clear what your boundaries are, okay? If you are Susie and you're telling Becky, hey, I don't care that you drink, okay? I don't drink, you know, but please don't like put me on the spot in front of like our coworkers because I'm probably not going to go out and I don't want to look like an asshole. But everyone at work thinks that Becky is like the life of the party because she's the sloppy drunk, right? And everyone wants to turn up, and she's really good at making you look like a bad person because she's fun and you're not. So she puts you on the spot constantly, because if she puts you on the spot, it's gonna what if you blow up? It's gonna make you look like a bad person. This is why you guys cannot. New levels, new devils. And when you guys are ascending, you gotta really dump some baggage. People don't want to treat you like a freaking dumpster. You have to learn how to dump them before they unload more on you, okay? Because all they're doing is they're making it harder and harder and harder for you to release them. So if they have some type of public platform with you or in your life where they're really good at getting attention for being the victim, okay? Everyone is really good at feeling bad for Becky because Becky's going through this and Becky's going through that and Becky is always going through it, and Becky wants to save a hoe and Becky wants to drain everybody's energy, especially because Becky's a narcissist, especially those that are actually busy ascending and healing, because deep down that is triggering to Becky. And Becky might not subconsciously be doing it, but Becky's most likely doing that ish on purpose. Are you guys following what I'm saying? But basically what I'm trying to say, you guys, is not everyone can come with you as you really get your shit together, okay? The more you get your shit together, the more people you're going to have to leave behind. It's like luggage you're taking with you and they are not going to fit, okay? They're just not. So learning how to release them is very important in the very beginning, because the more leverage and rope and voice and stage that they have in your life, the harder it's going to be to let go of them. Because then you're really going to have to give them a whole ass explanation, because you're what? You're an empath. You're compassionate. You're showing empathy. Like, I understand why they're hurting. I understand why they're not healed. And I understand why I am trying to break it to them gently. But you're giving them too much stage or limelight in your life. So say like people don't really know Becky because they're not insightful. Okay? They're not intuitive. You know what I mean? So you've got a bunch of Lucy's around you, sheep. Maybe people that aren't woke. We're not here to judge. Okay? You got a bunch of Lucy's around you that are not insightful of what Becky actually is. But you are. But everyone always feels sorry for Becky. That is part of a narcissist. Okay? So you guys have to learn how to disengage this bomb early on, because everyone's going to be like, Susie, you are so mean, because, you know, Becky did not deserve that. She was going through something and you just blocked her. And it's going to weigh on you because you're what? You're empathic and you're highly sensitive. So it is so important to get the fuck yous out early, okay? Stand your ground early. Don't give them limelight or rank in your life. Narcissists will try to control your perspective on everyone around you. They're the first ones to talk shit. on all of your friends that they don't even know. They're the first ones to talk shit on your acquaintances, okay? And they must have bumped their head because they have no room. They need to be on their own side of the street. Do you understand what I'm saying? You guys? This is why, like, I'll tell you guys, like, straight out. I'm going to be transparent. All my shit's on mute. And you'll see a lot of, like, bigger creators, they don't read DMs. They don't read messages. They don't answer. They don't reply when you tag them. And I have the decency to try to do that. I have the decency to try to reply to comments. I'm not saying that they're bad creators because they don't. They're better at their boundaries. I'm going to get there. Okay? I will get there. So I don't want you guys to think that as I'm telling you what we should be doing, that I'm the perfect mold of that. Okay? I easily feel bad for people, and I think too much about what everyone else is going to think and how that's going to affect them instead of my own peace. So what I'm trying to give to you guys is give yourself your own peace. We need to stop being worried about how the narcissist is going to feel, how the energy vampire is going to feel, how the sociopath is going to feel when we block them, when we remove them. You know what I mean? Like, we think about that like, ooh, this is not going to look good. She's going to be like, why and what? No, no, no. If you can, okay, if you can, for your own closure, tell them. And then block them. You know they're an energy vampire. Don't give them the platform to reply because you know they're going to lie to you. One thing about a narcissist is they will zig, they will zag, okay? They will love bomb you every time you're trying to illuminate the truth or a fact that pertains to them. Every time you try to address something with them, they're going to talk about 6 different things. They're going to send you 6 different pages and none of it's going to make sense. Because they don't want you to uncover the truth of who they really are and why nobody really fucks with them. Okay? So people are out here really catfishing my spiritual warriors, okay? You want to know why? Because the devil is at play right now. You want to know why? Because people are waking up. And because we all as a collective are waking up, the devil is a little bit perturbed. Don't know if I said that right. Don't really give a fuck. He's a little upset. He's a little bit bothered, okay? His panties are in a bunch. Because everyone, the collective, is starting to wake up on who they need to be, how they need to maneuver to heal, okay? Oh my gosh, you guys. Boundaries 101. Hell yeah. Class is in freaking session. Okay? If you have already made clear to somebody what your boundaries are, and they continuously lie to you, backtrack, renege, love bomb, lie, manipulate, ooh, and they point the finger at everyone else. Hey, why? What happened here? That person did it. How? What? And it's just like, they go one of 2 routes. Okay? Your Becky will go one of 2 routes. Okay? Now, I did major in psychology, but if you guys remember, I kind of got kicked out of school. So we won't get into that right now. But some of this is streets and some of this is college. Okay? So yeah, because these types of people are everywhere. Thank you, Violet. So your Becky that wants to lift your Tupperware lid into your container where she knows there's no room for oxygen, still wants in so she can breathe all yours first, is going to go one of 2 routes when you set your boundaries with them. Okay? Becky, I'm going to need you to stop calling me. Okay? I don't want to go out to drink. I've stopped drinking. Becky is either going to tell you that her dog just died, okay? Or she's going to blame somebody else, or she's going to love bomb the shit out of you, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. They're either going to make you feel bad. That's their favorite thing to do. Because if Becky is the victim, you're the asshole. If Becky's broken, you're a jerk. If Becky's struggling, you're the asshole. And we're not. Okay, we're not. We are their mark. And we are that beam of light that they're trying to drain, that they're trying to siphon. Nobody got time for that. Okay? It is not okay for somebody to come in and ride your coattails, aka your light. They need to go out, heal, and get their own. Okay? There's nothing more disgusting than somebody that wants to take somebody else's light away from them. So they want to make them unhappy by draining them, okay? Feeling sorry for them. They want to drain your energy by telling you everything that's wrong in their life. And they want to drain your energy by just making you feel bad as a person, okay? So what you guys might not be understanding is that your light is bigger than you get. Your light is bigger than you can see. And you guys need to start seeing that in yourself, that you are the shit. You are my spiritual baddies. And there's going to be people all over the place lining up to get some of you, okay? So we're going to learn right now how to deal with them, okay? You can block, do not disturb, mute conversations, okay? Or you can simply tell somebody to fuck off, okay? Because we're not, you guys don't need to be there for that. Or you have people that are psychically attacking you. Let's talk about that. And then I'm going to start pulling cards, okay? People that, I don't want to say people. When we are worried about somebody, this is why, like, said banana pants, I give no fucks about. Because I don't believe in what she believes in. My core values are not black magic. Okay? My core values are not black magic. I am not powerless. I am powerful. I manifest what I see fit. I pray and I fuck with the light. Okay? So if Banana Pants over here has different core values, okay, we need to be a vibrational match for those things to align. Black magic in mind, okay? So what you guys need to understand about black magic is if you don't believe in it, if that is not your lifestyle, okay? Because to each their own. If that is not your lifestyle and you rock at a different frequency of standing in your power and not giving your power to other things, then Becky isn't, what Becky's doing is putting on a show for the devil. Because who, like, what? Why would I care? That's like hearing, to me, somebody doing black magic on me is like you telling me Miss Banana Pants is taking a shower today. Why would I give a fuck? Do you know what I mean? Why would I care that she's taking a shower? She just needs to stay in her own Tupperware. That's it. Okay? So it's just more about knowing, you guys, that when somebody is trying to send evil eye and they're trying to send black magic your way, they're trying to send death threats your way, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Okay? I'm not saying that. I'm saying, are you a vibrational match to it? Probably not. Not if you're on this channel, anyways. Okay? You're probably not a vibrational match to what black magic Becky is sending to you. Why would you be? Because Becky said she only fucks with the light, but obviously she's sending you black magic. So what does that tell you? You really fuck with the light, and Becky is losing her mind. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that you guys are learning how to stand in your truth and your authenticity and to give power to yourself. Okay? Becky is on her side of the street doing God knows what with God knows who. And that's what I say, like, you guys, I'm not worried about what Becky's doing because what she's doing is wasting her time. Okay, another thing, you guys, when somebody is doing black magic and they're basically really doing the most, okay? They are really doing the most. They really want your attention most of all, okay? They want your attention most of all, and what you guys need to understand is you don't necessarily have to ignore it because shitty people exist, right? But what you guys need to understand is we need to come from a place of feeling bad for them, okay? To where we want to ask the divine to have mercy on their soul. We want to ask our ancestors to have mercy on their soul, because if we really saw what our ancestors were going to do to them, we would pray. Do you understand what I mean? So instead of giving the devil or giving this person the negative response that they want, which is popping off, okay, somebody that's trying to berate you, goad you into an argument, what you need to understand is, okay, Becky's up to her shit again. Okay, Becky. Okay, I wish you the best. I understand we can't be friends. It's okay. And really feel bad for them because they have not healed enough to stand in their own authenticity, their own power, and you doing that, even in the slightest, triggers the ish out of them, okay? So I want you guys to understand that you guys are more powerful than you understand, and if you weren't, they wouldn't even be sending that your way. They're calling on everything, every vegetable, every type of animal blood, every type of knife. They got every type of crayon out, trying to curse you, okay? Because they don't stand in their own power and their own authenticity. So you know what you need to do? My spiritual baddies is continue to heal. Because the more you heal, the more you will not be a vibrational match, even on your worst day, okay? So even on your worst day where you're really mad, okay, and you pop off at them, and you give the devil the response that he's been waiting for, you know what I mean? You need to understand that. Just picture, close your eyes and say, you know, I'm healing and I'm doing my best every damn day. And how I need to see it is I am an empath, I am intuitive, and I need to pray for Becky, because when my ancestors get a hold of her, like, I really feel bad. Not from a, you know, bitchy place. Like, humbly feeling bad for them because they haven't done the inner work. They want to dim your light. They want to shut you down. They're doing the devil's work, and ain't nobody got time for that. Let's pull cards. Okay? Oh, you guys, it's because when I'm in the camera's face like this, it freaks out. Can you guys see now? I'll stop moving. I'll stop moving till it clears up. Can you guys see me? Let me take this off. That might help. I'm going to move this closer to me. That way the camera focuses. Okay. Better? Okay. When I have the camera really far away and I get excited, no one can see anything, and I'm so sorry. Anything that is not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. And the reason why I say, I'm shuffling the book, y'all, for real. One of the reasons why I say the prayer that I say is because any entity around in any dimension that they're in, it is like some unwritten rule that they have to listen to that. So that is why I always say anything that is not of the light, and I say it stern, anything that is not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Okay? It's like entities be gone. Whatever realm, whatever dimension they hail from, they gotta bounce, okay? I can't remember who I learned that from. A YouTuber that has like 1 million subscribers. Leor Alexander. I learned that from her. So I added it to my own prayer as I started my channel. What did we get? Turn away. So yeah, when you guys are smudging, when you guys feel something you don't want to feel, okay? Say that at least twice and stern, okay? Doesn't have to be super loud, just stern. I want to make sure that we all feel safe in this chat. I have selenite everywhere in my room. Selenite, big chunks, big, oops, and pieces are breaking off. You know what that means? There's negative something in here when black tourmaline is coming out in chunks, okay? So, yeah. We have turn away. So part of this is stop turning a blind eye to this person that is draining you. Get a grip on how you might want to handle them. Okay? Don't spend all day doing it, because as you spend time figuring out how to get rid of them, it's going to, that alone is going to drain your energy, you guys. Say you're all day like, oh my gosh, I got, like, Becky is being not nice. Okay? Becky's not being nice to me, and I really got to figure out how I'm going to break this to her, okay? Don't take too much time doing that. That alone is going to drain you, okay? You having to explain trauma is going to rehash that in you. It's going to make you feel bad all over again. So, like, when we have these memories, you guys, of really bad things that happen to us, sometimes we need to be really brief when we're repeating it or explaining it to somebody, because it will take us right back to that. It will take us right back to that moment. So as you're thinking about this person that you need to turn away, okay? Now, this person could be wreaking havoc in your life. They could just be a terrible boss. They could be a narcissistic mother. Whatever it is, like, just don't take too much time dabbling on that, okay? Oh, the saying is anything not of the light or the divine plan, anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. This person wants to ruin your innocence. Because what? Their innocence is pump faked. They want people to believe that they are innocent when that's not really the case. You are the actual innocent one. And that's why they're trying to dim your light. Because everyone is drawn to you and it takes the focus off of them. Okay, you guys, this person is constantly trying to pull the focus off of you in a very shady way. Okay, this person is not to be trusted. So let's see what else we get for you guys. Yeah, out to ruin your guys' your reputation. And they're going to do that by saying that you slighted them. Somebody with normal boundary, somebody that has a grip that isn't so narcissistic, we'll say, they'll understand why you feel the way that you feel. if you say it's not going to work out, this relationship isn't going to work out. Somebody narcissistic is going to spin that and take a dump on it. And they're going to broadcast it everywhere because they have to control the narrative. They have to control their innocence. And this person is delusional. But you have let them into your life because you feel sorry for them, or they're in a position of power. Now, if this person is a friend, do not give them a platform for power. Okay? Right now, I'm using messages of the mermaids for you guys. Free spirit. They could easily be doing what you're doing, but they don't want to do the work. They could easily be doing what the baddie is doing, but they don't want to do the work. So what are they doing? You're healing. Rovix is healing. Violet is, we're all healing, right? In our own timeline, in our own way, in our own fashion, because we've all gone through things, okay? We are on a spiritual training ground. Okay? You are on a spiritual training ground for dealing with people like this. And if you have a platform to use your voice, I recommend using it to help others, as you might be being used as a vessel to get these messages out to help others that are being bullied or gang stalked. Okay? So when you're dealing with somebody that is smearing your name, okay, don't give it light. Hold on, guys. When you guys are dealing with somebody that is smearing your name, you have to let go of your attachment to them, okay? You have to immediately, this is the Tupperware and the Tupperware situation. Becky is in her Tupperware, and you're in yours. You guys are two separate entities. But here comes Becky. She's out of her Tupperware. Of course she is. She's intrusive as fuck. She's bopping around trying to lift the lid off of yours. And you're like, Becky, there's only enough oxygen in here for me. Get back in yours. And Becky's like, no, I need all of your oxygen. That's an energy vampire. Okay? They don't care how tired you are because you're a beam of light. They don't care how tired you are because you are a beam of light. So they're here to rock your world, rock your shit, fuck it up, muck it up. So you're tired. If you're tired, what can you can't get out messages. You can't do your job. You can't be a baddie and be running figure eights if you're always dealing with Becky's ish and giving her your oxygen. Okay? But Becky needs to go on her own side of the street to freaking breathe, okay? Because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you, everyone, for being here for our spiritual tea party on energy vampires and spiritual warfare on 8/8, okay? This is about creating healthy boundaries, understanding that you are a different entity from Black Magick if it is something that you do not believe in, okay? For anybody that is new or just coming in. So basically, they want to shut this down. You being free. This is you being all sexy like the Empress. And they look at you like they're mad. They're smearing your name every time you're not around. Okay? They're like, ooh, Susie. Did you see what Susie did to her hair? Did you see what she was wearing? She looked like a hoochie. Bless. When somebody is smearing your name, they're giving you free publicity. Because if you are in the light and they are in the dark, well, guess what? People are going to come and peep your shit. Well, who's Susie? I want to see her skanky shorts. Then they're going to realize that you're not what Susie, you're not what Becky said you are. Okay? So when somebody is trying to take your power, They're trying to make you powerless, okay, you guys? When somebody is trying to smear your name, they are trying to take your power and your voice and your happiness. They could be trying to take your followers, your subscribers, your entourage, your bodyguards, your soul fam, your acquaintances, your work connections, your business partners, because they have nothing and they have no power. So they give 0 Fs and they have nothing but time. Because they're what? They're not ever doing the inner work, okay? They're not ever doing it. Truth. Every time, you guys, for the person that asked about what do you do when somebody is smearing your name? Thank you, Maria. You drop the truth. You drop your light. I think it was Queen Cup that said this, okay? If you turn off all the lights and you have a candle, everywhere you go, the darkness is going to move because you are the light. Do you understand? Thank you, Queen Cup. You are the light. So the darkness has to move. So every time they are smearing your name and they are around, you stand taller, happier, knowing, well, Becky wouldn't be smearing my name if I wasn't a bad bitch. Let's be clear. So I want you to put your shoulders back, okay? Just, Becky's a hater, and it's just Tuesday, okay? I'm a bad bitch. I only fuck with the light. Now let me go run figure eights around Becky and prove why I am the light. Okay? Because we don't give that the time of day. You know what I mean? We don't give that the time of day. We have to understand it. Let's be clear. We have to understand that side of the spectrum. We have things that we're trying to work on that might be tendencies of that, and we might see things in them that mirror back to us that we've done ourselves, that we don't want to be like anymore, okay? So every time this person smears your name, don't get defensive. Don't give them a show. Don't give them what they want, which is easier said than done, okay? When somebody says to you, Becky has been in the break room, she's been saying, well, Becky obviously has a lot of time on her hands, and I don't know what's wrong with her. You just gotta, you are the light. Darkness has to move as you maneuver through a room. And anything that doesn't really belong or isn't really a vibrational match to you, it will tremble at the sight of you or your voice, okay? You'll see intuitively who is a little off, a little bothered, or is going to try to rain on your parade, steal your thunder, overtalk you, okay? They will try to do it in a variety of ways. But the number one way they will try it is victimhood, okay? You're going to come into the room and say, oh my gosh, you guys, we just hit new numbers, new milestones. You're telling your crew, you're telling your coworkers, and Becky's going to come in and say, did anybody just see that I was in a car accident? Becky could also be a pathological liar, okay? Awareness. On this 8/8, this Lionsgate portal, how many of us are aware and we haven't done anything about it? I do not want you guys to beat yourself up. You guys, as I've been here, I am here. I'm with you. I'm not above you. I'm with you in this. Where are we? Oh shit, I gave Becky too much rope. Now I'm gonna have to cut that rope. How am I gonna do this? You're not alone. You're not alone. We all need to be more aware. Okay? Light. This came out in the reverse. So who are we dealing with, you guys? Somebody that ain't in that ish. They're not in that light. They're not dealing with the full deck. This is you guys. Like, okay, I'm healing and things are gonna get better and I just know it. I could cry right now for you guys. Like, it's because you believe in yourself and you're trying to believe in yourself. And every time that is so authentic to you, here comes freaking Becky trying to lift your Tupperware, jump into your container, and take all your freaking air. Ugh. Wrong side. Wrong side. That's you. They see you even when you're broken. Even when you feel broken, you're still a beam of light to freaking Becky Banana Pants. Okay? You're still a beam of light to her. So stop being hard on yourself about how you're going to maneuver through people sending evil eye and black magic. It's simple. I'm Susie. I'm Brittany. I'm whoever. I only fuck with the light. I create healthy boundaries. I stand in my truth. I grow daily. I'm not a vibrational match to that. That's like you telling me she's eating a sandwich for lunch today. Why would I care that she's got pig guts out on her freaking desk? You wouldn't care. You don't care. Because you're not a vibrational match to the ish. You're just not. Okay? So it doesn't affect you. And if we are letting it affect us, where are we needing to heal? Okay? Where are we feeling like we're giving them that power? We're not giving them any type of such thing. Okay? We are not giving the Lucys, the Cindys, and the Beckys, the thirsty girls that think they're the HBICs in charge, okay? We are not giving them that power to think that we're bothered when we're healing, okay? So I want you guys to understand when you're like, this person is black magicking me. What do I do? Brittany, they're black magicking you. I don't believe in it. They don't have power over me. Because I'll be good and goddamned if they did. Well, all I've been through and all you've been through. Okay? That is a tactic to make you feel weak. To, I think the word would be succumb to the grips of them. No, we're disengaging these grenades. Okay? It's a block party. Yeah, there are. Thank you, Rovix. Thank you, Goddess. There are playboys, F-boys, charming whoever's, the opposite sex will say, that try to also drain your energy. Because say like you guys aren't dating, if they're draining your energy, how are you going to go date somebody? How are you going to go meet somebody? Okay? We need to be aware of the energy vampires in all shapes and sizes, no matter how big or small they are. Okay, guys? No matter how big or small they are. So, let's see what spirit animals we are going to be. Yeah, they want to come off spiritual. That's how they're getting you guys. Or us. I'm not going to say you guys. Us. It's like when I met Bananas, okay? I only fuck with the light. Wrote it all over packages. I only fuck with the light. What is she doing now? Black magic. Because that's who she really is. Somebody throwing me some ish or evil eye. That's, again, just a Tuesday, okay? That's like telling me they're taking a shower when I give 0 fucks. Because I don't believe in it. And I'm not a vibrational match to the twat making pasta, okay? Good for you, Goddess. You guys are recognizing the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. You guys are realizing your light, okay? Some type of veil is going to be lifted, some type of strength you're going to step into, and you're going to realize like, no, I'm not, I don't care what they're saying. I don't care what they're smearing. I'm acquainted with the facts. I know what they're saying about me, but it's not true and it's not relevant. Because I'm just going to keep showing that I am a beam of light. My spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors are going to help illuminate my light as I stand in my power, and everything dark has no choice but to move. And I don't care whether they pivot or dance around it, they're moving. I love you, Pixie. Thank you. Okay, Elephant, you gain love and wisdom that is passed from one generation to the next. What are you guys doing? You guys are gaining wisdom from the Beckys and the Cindys and the Lucys on the block. For some of you guys, this is a good friend of yours, okay? For some of you guys, this is a good friend of yours. You guys could have just started a channel and they, or a spiritual business, and they expect to ride your coattails or dim your light all along the way. They're going to try to sabotage you. That's for somebody. Black Panther. Okay. Sensuality and passion stir beneath a cloak of secrecy. You try to dim your sensuality, but it comes out of you. Everyone sees it in you. And there's nothing wrong with that. This person, this friend, wants to dim that. They will take attention from you anytime, hold on guys, anytime that they see fit. You're getting a bunch of love and praise. Becky's coming in to shut that down. Whether she's bringing gifts or she's playing the victim, Becky is coming to take your moment. She doesn't want you getting on the horse in the Six of Wands card. She's underneath that, like trying to get the horse to move. Before you, as you're looking at everyone and thanking them for cheering for you, Becky is underneath the horse sabotaging shit, okay? Because she was always a hater and she was never healing. Actually, I'm going to pull out some tarot now. Hold on. To end this reading, I'm going to use the Mac Daddy. Okay. So these are just like messages that we need to hear. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Okay, guys. Let's start here. You guys are defending your light. You're defending your Tupperware container, aka your bubble. So when I say your Tupperware, this is your bubble, your oxygen, your peace, your harmony, your light, the things that make you happy. Becky wants in. Becky can't come in because it's your 10 of Cups. Okay? So here you are trying to figure out how to really be on top every moment you can. Be happy and authentic to you every moment you can. And you are going to defend it until the end. But now we are learning, you guys, how to work smarter and not harder. We are learning how to not be so tired, okay? And keep our 10 of Cups. So the way to do this smarter and not harder is when they're smearing our name, stand in your light. Darkness has to move. Know that you are in your power and know that you are protected. Their black magic doesn't stand a chance. Okay? Because this is your force field. Okay? This is your love. This is your love bubble. They cannot come in. They don't belong there. Okay? Your 10 of Cups, however it is that you have come to get that, is yours on your own for you healing or for whatever your ancestors have gifted you. This person is dealing with their own unfortunate series of events, either from past life karma or in here to karmically teach us a lesson. Don't let them make you feel bad, because they're going to tell you, I haven't been sleeping, I'm having issues, making it your problem, dumpster dumping on you constantly, okay? This is the friend that doesn't stop blowing up your phone even when you are not even responding. And somebody that does that is your first sign that they don't respect boundaries. I just received that download. Somebody that can't even wait to receive a response and will bomb the frick out of your messages or your phone in general, and they know you're busy or you don't have time to respond, that is your first red flag. That is your first red flag. Because they will have a whole conversation without you. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not the type of person to send a long message. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with sending a long message. I'm saying, like, they're not waiting for you to respond and they're going to go on. And then they're going to wait for the next day. You still haven't responded and they're going to go on. Then you still haven't responded because you're busy and then they're going to go on. Okay? So this is about seeing the red flags at the beginning. We've all gotten like a new friend or a longtime friend and we think we just understand how they talk. But if that's how they act when you're on good terms, how is your communication going to go when you're on bad terms? They're not going to hear you at all, okay? So do not let them stress you out, bug you out, dump on you as if you cannot have your 10 of Cups. As if you cannot have your moment, you guys. That's your moment. Don't let people in that don't understand they're being parasitic. Like when you feel bad that you can't get to a message, that's what they want. When you finally read the message and you realize all the victimhood, then you feel even worse. You feel worse because you missed the message. You feel worse because they kept going, you didn't answer, and you just feel bad, and it just continues, and it continues, and it lowers your vibration day by day. No more. You are in your own bubble. Becky's got to go find her own air. It doesn't mean that you can't say hello to Becky from your bubble, your Tupperware, okay? Doesn't mean that you're not praying for Becky, that you don't wish her well, but you know that if you don't keep her at arm's length, you're giving her the platform to run amok. And if Becky wants to run amok, she needs to do that with her own spirit team. Okay? So a narcissist has many traits, okay? And all of us have a couple of narcissistic traits by default. But you have to have a collective, a lump sum of them to be one. Does that make sense? So like, I might be considered selfish to some people because I put all my stuff on mute and do not disturb. She's selfish. She's a narcissist. Somebody could easily say that if they're not acquainted with what a narcissist really is. They have to check like 6 or more boxes of the narcissistic tendencies, and then there's a bunch of different types of narcissists. Like there's a bunch of different types of bullies. Like there's cyberbullying, there's a covert bully, there's a covert narcissist, okay? So it's kind of just understanding like how many of those traits they have to understand if they really are one. Because like if we love ourselves, like good, you love yourself. You understand that your time is valuable. You're putting stuff on do not disturb because you know you'll get to it when you get to it. And those that don't understand that that's the way that you move or operate, then shame on them, right? Shame on them. Because you what? You guys already said what your boundaries are. You know, I work 3 jobs, okay? So I have to put things in different compartments and I have to set my boundaries and be transparent. Now, when somebody crosses that, I will give them one time. We'll call that the benefit of the freaking doubt. Maybe Becky had a bad day, but as soon as Becky tries it not one more time, I'm going to shut it down. Okay? I'm going to take Becky's mouth. I'm not going to take Becky's mouth. No violence. But I'm going to shut her down. Okay? Because Becky ain't coming on to my side of the street to breathe my air. Because the energy vampire wants it all. They don't want a little bit. They don't know what a little bit is. They want it all. Until you're done and tired. You guys know, like, this person will stop you in the hall. And they will tell you everything until you're like, I have to go. I have to go. This person will rant to you for an hour. This is an example of an energy vampire. Not understanding boundaries and when to stop. So that is already, if you are a busy person, somebody not being respectful of your time, not meeting you where you're at, and not being respectful of your time. That's why you guys got to start cutting them off, like, just done. You give them one opportunity, okay? Maybe even 2, if they're not that bad of a human being. But understand where you're at and where your time is valuable and you are valuable, okay? Judgment. We're learning how to deal with this. You guys, we're learning how to deal with this. I'm going to have to wrap this up. But we're learning how to, like, okay, I've had family members like this, you guys. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm trying to leave the house. They don't care. They're blowing up my phone. I'm in the same house as them. They're stopping me before I can reach the door. They know I have to be. I had somebody do this to me on my wedding day. And instead of them helping me, I don't know, go get married, they were stopping me. Not even going to name who this person was. Okay? But I'm going to say a parent. I had a parent, instead of them helping me get to the car, get my things in the car to go get married, they were asking me for shoes, high heels. They were being picky. That is somebody that wants to stop your happiness. That is somebody that wants to stop your 10 of Cups. Okay? This is somebody that doesn't want that for you. So when you tell somebody this is what I can and can't do, and they repeatedly cross that boundary and take a dump on it, you got to cut them off at the knees how you see fit for your peace. Because this is your peace. 7 of Wands, that's your peace. Okay? Yeah, Chrissy, literally. I was in tears. Like, I had my hands full. Instead of opening the door for me, instead of helping me to the car, you're asking me to go into my closet and get you shoes. That person held up the wedding. So we had to start without them. That is somebody trying to take your 10 of Cups. I've had so many people try to take my 10 of Cups. And I'm not gonna deal with it. And neither are you. Okay? Neither are you guys. And you'll see that. Thank you, SG, for that. You will see that. The people with the most money don't have their cheese on their mother effing cracker. Because you happier over here in a shack, in a pig, happier than a pig in shit. Okay? That is stability to them. They don't have that. They had to marry for money. They had to do things that they didn't want to level up for money. They might have had to sleep their way to the top, steal inheritances, commit tax fraud. So you have all this freedom because you are in the light. And that's where you're going to stay. Okay? I'm going to get on an affirmation to end the reading. And I hope you guys know how much I care about you guys. And please understand, okay? Please understand that anybody sending you anything, while we're all going through this spiritual warfare, there's so many videos about it right now as of this last week. A lot of spiritual creators are going through it. And so it's good for us like Joey, Queen Cup, Popular Loner to uncover what is hidden and how we need to maneuver. And I feel like each of us as readers do that in our own way. Okay? So acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. You can't change that Becky wants your heir. You can't change that Becky's on a smear campaign. You can't change that Becky is doing black magic. You can change how you maneuver as the light. How you shut the haters out. And how you stand in your authenticity. Okay? We'll do one more. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. If you are hanging on to these people, places, and things because you feel lonely, you will not for long. You won't feel that way for long. Because you want to be a vibrational match to the ones that belong in your life. And the ones that don't, the more you shine, the more they're going to backpedal or not belong, or it's going to be apparent that they don't fit. Okay? So I know that I am never alone. You guys are never alone. You guys are never alone. I love you guys so, so much. So, so much. And I want you guys to remember your strength. Okay? That there is a gentle way to shut it down. And that is standing in your light, being that beam that they can't stand. Devil energy doesn't want to look at the light. We got to shine brighter. Be bolder. Shoulders back. Empress energy. Emperor energy. Hierophant energy. We are steadfast in who we are, and you just are going to have to move. Okay? You're not going to pull me out of my character. Not today, Satan. Okay? I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys stay tuned. There is going to be once or twice a week, I'm going to surprise you guys with $22 questions. If you've been wanting a personal reading, I've shut down personal readings. So I will do one question readings during a live stream. So I'm going to do those tomorrow. So I will give you guys a heads up in the community. Can't talk. I will give you guys a heads up in the community tab when that's about to happen. I usually give you guys a 1 hour warning when I'm going to start the first live, and that will trickle into the question live where I take PayPal, $22 and 22 cents for one question, and I do tarot and oracle for you guys for anybody that has been needing a personal reading from me. Okay, that is going to be the fastest way that I can get that to you guys. And I will go live twice tomorrow. Okay, so I love you guys. Stand in your light, your authenticity. You guys are beings of love. And don't let anybody take advantage of that. Okay, don't let anybody take advantage of the light and the love that you share. And that just because you understand the pain that they're in, you need to take a deep breath in and out. And look that in the face and know that you are a separate entity from that. Aaron Doughty talks about that a lot, okay? Aaron Doughty talks about that a lot. Being separate from those that are trying to do that to you, okay? That want to pull you out of your character and make you at the vibration that they're at when they're trying to send death threats, wreak havoc on your life. They're not relevant. Be aware of it. But they're not relevant. You are the other side of the spectrum. So keep shining. Okay, guys? I love you guys. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Violet. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Pixie. So yeah, you guys enjoy your Sunday night or whatever time it is in your time zone. And I'll see you guys mañana.